Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for an edition of Slab and Gab today, a recurring installment where we take a look at a slabbed card or cards from my collection and talk a little bit about them. And this is going to feature a duo of cards, today's episode. These are hockey cards of the vintage variety from the 1969 O-Pee-Chee release. So going back quite a few decades now to many years before I was born, or took my first breath. And neither one of these cards features a player at all, which is intriguing. They both focus on trophies. Now, in my opinion, and I'm biased, the NHL has the best trophies in all of sports. I love baseball, as much or more than hockey as far as collecting and following the sport. But when it comes to trophies, the World Series trophy is cool and all, but the hockey has the better trophies. It just does. And so we're going to look at two of them today. And the first is the Vezina Trophy. So check this out. Just a really nice job by O-Pee-Chee here. Sort of like a subtle, classy design that just gives you a close-up image of the trophy itself. And then a description along the bottom of the name of the trophy and what it is awarded for. So the Vezina Trophy, this is a little bit misleading, or I guess the definition has changed over the years. Back then, it was the goalkeepers with the least goals, having appeared in at least 25 games. These days, I think it just goes to the best goalkeeper, and a variety of statistics and more modern statistics are taken into account. But it is named after, and it's tough to make out in the photo along the bottom of the trophy there, but George Vezina, or Georges Vezina, who played a long, long way back in the beginning days of the NHL and professional hockey, and was one of the best netminders of the time. Trophy is named after him, and of course has a long, illustrious history, as all the trophies do in the NHL, of being awarded to the top goaltenders in the league. So just really like the job that O-Pee-Chee did with these. Very simple shot of the photo. You get like a different colored pastel background here, plain border, but just a nice look. And I enjoy these. I don't have them all, but I would love to get the ones I'm missing, or try to complete a little mini trophy run from this set at some day in the future. But for now, this is the one I have. The backs are nothing special because these were part of a larger puzzle. So if you accumulated all of the trophy cards, you could group them all together, flip them upside down as a young kid collector, and form a large puzzle image of, I believe, the Boston Bruins, if I'm not mistaken, or a Bruins player. Again, I don't have them all, so we'll have to save that for another day. But there is the Vezina Trophy. And then to go along with that, the more familiar trophy that I'm sure all of you do know, and in my opinion, the single greatest trophy in sports history, the Stanley Cup. So here it is. Of course, the Stanley Cup is awarded annually to the winner of the NHL playoffs and is one of the oldest trophies in all of sports. And what's great about it is as they add additional rings to the cup and make more space, the name of every single individual on every single Stanley Cup winning team is engraved on this trophy. So it's living history. The league is really, really proud of this trophy, and understandably so. It could tell some amazing stories, especially nowadays. The winners of the cup, each player on the team typically gets to spend a day with the cup in the off season, taking it around and doing whatever they want to do with it. Typically visiting their hometown, and giving locals a chance to enjoy it and see the cup, touch the cup. It's probably seen its fair share of parties and questionable circumstances. I can't imagine how many beers and bottles of champagne have been drunk from the cup itself. And it's certainly a trophy that could tell a lot of stories if it were able to speak. And, in this case, we have a blue background, whereas the Vezina was purple. But just two gorgeous cards. And these are the types of things that I kind of miss in modern hockey sets. So here's a look at the back. O-Pee-Chee probably comes the closest to these types of cards. I know they do like award winners and things like that, but I think it's been a number of years since I've seen any cards that literally just pay tribute to the trophies themselves. I'm not sure that would work in every sport, but in hockey, which has very, very recognizable trophies, it certainly does. I think these two look absolutely beautiful together. Very proud to have grabbed them back in the day in matching PSA 7 slabs. I don't necessarily think these are high value cards, but it's not all about value to me. I just love the intrinsic aesthetic beauty of these trophies and in turn of these cards. So kind of a unique addition to round out the hockey collection and add some variety within the vintage section of the hockey PC. So 2 cards that I've had for many years. You can tell by the very old PSA flips that lack the hologram or lighthouse on the flip, but 2 beauties, well-centered and just really nice examples, and happy to share them here today. So I know this one was a little bit different. I hope you enjoyed it. As we get ready for the Stanley Cup playoffs, I thought it was appropriate to cue these up and show them off. So I appreciate you stopping by and spending a few minutes to look at these very obscure slabs, and I will certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, stay safe and enjoy the hobby.